Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Dracula Origins.
A hydraulic mechanism, I suppose.
Yes. St. Peter's judgment, this is.
I will recopy all of that.
In receiving the sinners, St. Peter told each of them their punishment in purgatory. To the three of whom wrath was their sin, he announced 100 years. He told the conceited sinner his fault was 3 times worse. The envious one and the gluttonous one each received their half of the previous 4 combined. They hadn't departed before the 7th arrived, the greedy miser with clammy hands and shifty eyes. The saint told him 2 times the total of the wrathful men, plus 25 years of tears and pain. How many years cumulated does this coarse crew deserve to pass at the very depths of the cage? Well, 3 wrathful sinners, 300 years.
A hydraulic.
The envious one is half of 300 plus 300. Above sinners. 3 times worse. The miser. 2 times that of the wrathful sinners. Plus 25 years. That would be 625 for the miser. And I believe envious and gluttonous would also be 300 years. In fact, conceited is as well.
A hydraulic mechanism, I suppose. There. Perfect.
Alright, that's 2 angels. We have another angel here.
This
Shackles.
finely worked plate has the appearance of a mechanism. Only the pious and the pure have eternal salvation and nothing to fear.
Looks like demons tempting the faithful. Beat your kids. Only the pious and the pure have eternal salvation and nothing to fear. We gotta tag all the ones that have been tempted. We have gluttony down here eating. Woman beating the child, obviously. Guilty. And she's over here lifting her skirt and showing her little hiney hind. She's fallen to lust. Off with their heads.
There. Perfect.
Have something over here in the corner as well. A black veil.
A black veil. Someone must have left it here during a ceremony, perhaps. I shall bring it to the watchman, if I see him. A hydraulic mechanism, I suppose. The demon is everywhere, in the eye of the spider, the serpent, the toad, and the wolves.
The demon is everywhere in the eye of the spider, serpent, toad, and the wolves. So we need to click on the eyes of the spider, the snake, the toad, and the wolves. You don't want to click on these guys that have collars. Those are actually supposed to be dogs. It's meant to confuse you. I don't think that one counts as a wolf.
There. Perfect. Now the mausoleum of the former watchman must be open. Beautiful roses.
Beautiful roses. Actually, before we go into there, I think there's some more we can do out here.
Ugh, what stench! These flies are enormous and rather aggressive. They are unusual specimens.
Let's capture some.
A few trapped flies. Oh, it is very cold in here. And what stench! This little room isn't often used. There, a book.
It was thus this year that the Lord Godalming sold this lot in order for the city to make a cemetery. This undertaking permitted him to kill two birds with one stone. On the one hand, he raised some funds in order to finance his secret and frivolous nightlife, but he also devised, thanks to this handover, a subterfuge to facilitate his adulterous escapades. Lord Godalming had included a clause in the sale contract that permitted him to use a large concession in one part of the cemetery. Furthermore, the city was to fund the work that he would undertake in the concession, with everyone that would consist of a vault for him and his family. But the crafty lord had other projects in mind. He secretly completed a subterranean passage from a false tomb to the basement of his manor. Once finished, this allowed him to come and go covertly right under the nose of his horrible wife, and towards the end of his life to avoid the harassment of innumerable creditors. Although I wasn't given the opportunity to verify the truth of these facts, I accumulated testimonials from the laborers from the construction site, as well as the son of the city engineer who supervised the work. In order to find the secret passage, one must find the false tomb on the northeast angle, knowing that the cemetery's entrance is found at the south. It can be found between a tomb without a cover and a large Gothic cross. Thank you for that information. It is dark and dank in here. And Van Helsing's getting cold. I better leave. Didn't bring my jacket. Guess that trench coat is all for looks. Alright, so large Gothic cross. Tomb with no cover.
This must have been a military or a sword collector.
Alright, we gotta find this tomb.
I am in need of something.
I think this might be our joint.
The pillar. It is moving. I believe I have found it is the secret passage which Long told me about.
Sweet!
Now, let us throw ourselves into the mouth of the beast.
Let's do it.
This door is extremely solid. No chance of forcing it.
That was easy. Ooh. All this fancy stuff to play with.
This pot is empty.
What the hell's he storing that?
These tools will not be of any use.
The hatchet, the knives. They all do more damage than your fist.
These are enormous and extremely solid cages. They are meant for large animals or other prey. I cannot begin to imagine what kind of animals one could hope to capture with such traps, especially in London. These are enormous and extremely...
An ever-swinging cage.
This axe was used recently. A vice. Some old nails.
Hey, grab a shovel. Some pliers.
This might be useful. I am taking it. This saw is in good condition. This might be useful. I am taking it.
I am taking it. So Van Helsing reassures himself. This looks useful. I am taking it. If you can hear me, I am taking this. Speak now.
But it is the butler. He eats insects. It would be best not to be seen and find a way to keep away from this madman.
Put this candelabra up his butt. That'll keep him busy.
This could come in handy. A large wooden spoon, quite solid. Best to avoid making noise. Best to...
A jar of flies. Anyone? Anyone getting hungry?
Bon appetit. That one seems solid.
Whoa. Definitely need this lug hammer in my life.
The reflection of this mirror should be intolerable. A safe. It seems quite sturdy. This chest must have been attacked with a sledge, but it is tightly locked. I am in need of something.
Can't do that yet. I wish you could get descriptions for more of the items. You know, the bigger things that stand in the forefront, but I guess they spend a lot of time on these beautiful hand-drawn backdrops.
All of the openings have been barricaded.
Well, got wood. Everybody needs some wood.
Someone cut some wood recently. Curious.
You get quite the extensive inventory now. Starting to feel like a proper adventure game.
The servant is no longer there. I hope I don't meet that brute again.
Must have got full.
The bolt on this door is solid. Given the state of the house, it is not going to interest thieves. Curious. This candlestick seems loose. Curious.
Sure does.
A woman's room. Lady Godalming's bedchamber, I imagine. A spool of thread.
It's from there that I saw him enter, madam, touching one of the torches right after he was found in his chamber.
This was written with a trembling hand. The person was either sick or deathly afraid.
Holy shit.
This could come in handy. Makeup. Old and out of use. This could come in handy.
More shit. Where does he hide it all?
This escritoire was recently used. This escritoire.
Check it out. Read the book.
Curious. There is something here. This panel is the same style as that of the lounge. I am in need of something. A text in Latin.
Google that shit.
This could come in handy.
Some writing paper. Love all these little demon heads. I need a library like this for my game collection. Holy shit, it would be amazing. I would have put candles on the floor though. That would be against the rules. No candles, period.
There. Perfect.
Don't think there's anything else to do here for now.
The servant is no longer. There. Perfect.
This is a bit more of a doozy of a puzzle. Boo. Oh no, I need to go to the library. Alright, we want to take the one from downstairs. So you basically want to write down the letters north, east, north, south, southeast, east.
I will recopy all of that.
Never mind, he's gonna do it for us. I jot shit down on paper anyways. Force of habit. And that way I don't need to go into my journal when I'm working on puzzles. This one we need to use the other paper. And now you get southeast, east, north, southeast, north, southeast.
I will recopy all of that.
And then basically what you want to do... Oh, here we go. Is enter the dials to match these directions. So southeast, east, north, southeast, north, southeast, and then northeast, north, south, southeast, east. That gives you your 12 directions here. Obviously, southeast is bottom right. At least they didn't do all directions. Just 3 of them.
There. Perfect.
That opens the safe and gives us the key. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for now, folks. Stay tuned for more Dracula Origins soon to come.